Hello and welcome to a workout. This has got cardio, it's got lower body, and it's got core in it, all right? If you have a weight, you could use it for one of the exercises, two of the exercises. But if you don't have a weight, don't worry about it, you don't need to have it. There's 8 exercises altogether. You're gonna work for 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest, and I actually want you to complete this 4 times through. 3 is good, but 4 times would be even better. A mat, towel, water if you have it. If you wanna grab a quick pen and paper, you can write down what we're about to do, or you can just keep rewinding after that time is up. And a timer, obviously, or a clock, so you can see that 45 seconds of work or 15 seconds of rest, okay? So let's talk about the exercises that we're gonna do. Make sure that you've got a little bit of space that you can move. We're gonna have like a bit of a bound, so we need some space to move forward with. We're gonna start with surrenderers. So these ones, you could do them weighted or unweighted, and you can add a jump or no jump. So if you have weight, you can add that. If you don't have weight and wanna have a little bit more of a challenge, you can add a jump, or you can just leave them the way that they are. So coming down to the ground, we wanna be on those knees, and this is where your mat becomes handy, right? Or something soft underneath the knees. I want you to think about pulling the right leg is where we'll start through the body. So we don't want to lift and kick out to the side. We want to lift and pull that leg through. So a little bit of hip mobility is going to come into play here. You want to find yourself in a nice lunge position, right? So I've got that 90 here, this 90 here. I'm then going to pull my back leg through, coming into a low squat position, okay? And we're going to hold it here. This is where we're going to stay. And then we're going to come back down on that right into that lunge, and then pull the left leg through. And then we switch. We come into that left, into that right, put the left down, put the right down, okay? If you had weight on the shoulders, on the back, you could have it in your front if you want to. If you don't have the weight and you're like, I want more of a challenge, you could come up into your surrender, up. You could have a jump squat, come down, and then come down, and then down, right? And then you do the same thing on the other side. Pull that leg through, pull it through, into your jump, and then coming down and coming down, okay? So 45 seconds of work right there. Then we're gonna have some room so we can move forward and back. We're gonna take it to duck walks or monster walks. So for these ones, we're gonna come back into that low squat again. You're gonna sink that bum down, and you're going to walk yourself forward. You're gonna go 3 or 4 steps forward, and then you're gonna go 3 or 4 steps back. So you wanna stay nice and low. You wanna stay into that squat and get into that walk. You could add weight here if you wanted to, right? Or just holding that body weight, walking yourself back and forth. We'll be there for 45 seconds. Then we're gonna go to a core. So we're gonna come down to the ground. We're gonna go into a hollow hold. So lots of options for this one, right? There's lots of variations for this one. I know it's a tough one to do. You want to think about taking a nice big breath in, and you're gonna exhale. You're gonna think about pulling the rib cage in, pulling the belly button in towards the spine, and really locking in that transverse abdominal muscle, locking in the abs, the obliques, everything's gonna come into play here. And you wanna make yourself kind of like a banana or a boat, right? Feet can be long. Hands can be at the chest, at your side, up to the side, above your head if you want to get really long with the banana, all right? And you want to think about just hollowing that out. So you're going to make that hollow hold position. And you're going to breathe. Shoulders are relaxed, chin is off the chest. Don't let that belly stick out, okay? Options, you could bring those knees in, make it a little bit shorter, right? If you're struggling with having them super long. You could extend one leg long and hold it for a certain amount of time, and then you could extend the other leg long, holding it back and forth, right? And like I said, playing around with the arms, I usually move mine around a little bit just to make the time pass, okay? So we'll into our hollow holds. Again, we're gonna need room to move forward and back. We're gonna take it into a broad jump with a reverse shuffle. So 2 options here. Option 1 is the broad jump itself. So you wanna find yourself in a squat position. You're gonna come into your squat, big jump forward, land in the squat, and then you're going to shuffle back, all right? So that nice big jump forward, land nice and quietly. Remember, you wanna land in your squat, you wanna absorb the landing, and then shuffle back. If the jump isn't there, you're gonna take a big step forward into the squat, and then shuffle back, and then with that opposite foot, big step forward, and then into that shuffle back. With your shuffle back, be careful that you don't bring those feet in wide. They're gonna be, or sorry, narrow. They're gonna be wide from the jump anyway. Keeping that chest up, and the lower we are, the more to the quads we're gonna get for that nice little push on the way back, all right? So broad jump, shuffle back. Then we're gonna go to a forward lunge, reverse lunge, with a lunge hop or a plyo lunge. So you're gonna come forward lunge, reverse lunge, and then I want you to hop into the next one. Then forward lunge, it alternates that leg, reverse lunge, and then hop into the next one. If the hop isn't there, you're gonna go forward lunge, reverse lunge, come up, and then you'll alternate forward lunge, reverse lunge, and come up. You could add weight to that if you're not doing the jump, if you've got the weight, you could add a weight to that one as well. We're gonna come down to the ground. We're gonna do exaggerated hip taps. So usually we take it to a plank tap. We're on our elbows, and we're just kind of that side to side, staying in that nice strong plank position. So for this one, we're actually going to walk our feet in a little bit and bring that bum up a little bit. When this happens, I want you to think about drawing up through the belly to help lift those hips, drawing up through the lower abs to help lift those hips up. And then you're going to drop down to the side, engage, pull back up through center, drop down to the side, engage, pull back up through center. When you come down, this oblique is going to work, the belly is going to draw in, it's going to help lift my hips back up into that center, okay? Last 3 exercises, we're going to go pop squats. So for these ones, we're going to come up, feet are going to be together, we're going to come down to that squat, jump it out, little pop up, down to that squat, little pop up, down into the squat, little pop up. Jump is in there, stepping out to the squat, up, opposite hand, up, or opposite leg, sorry, and just walking it back and forth. Last 2, we're going to have both on the ground. We're going to take it to froggers. So this is a different variation of a bridge. The soles of the feet are going to come together and you're going to come out onto the sides of the feet because you're going to let those knees open up. You're going to come heels in close to the bum. Hands can be at your side. You can stack them above the body. You have weight. You can add weight to the hips right here. I want you to think about pressing the sides of your feet into the ground. Pressing the soles of your feet together. We're going to engage these inner thighs, and we're going to lift our hips by squeezing that bum to lift ourselves up off the ground, and then that nice control on the way down, right? So engage, nice little lift, nice little tap of those hips, and then all the way back down. And then the last exercise we're going to do, if you have weight, you can add it to it. No weight, that's okay. We're going to go into a sit-up, weighted or unweighted. So unweighted, I want you to bring those hands up in front of you. You're going to pull from the abs, pull from the core, sit yourself all the way up. If you can touch those toes, and then bring yourself all the way back down. Right, so that nice sit all the way up. Think about lifting from your chest. You've got a string that's pulling your chest forward, up towards the wall, and then all the way back down. If you have any weight, you can add it to the chest. Right? You can also bring it farther away from the body. The farther away we get from the body, the harder it is. And you've got to be mindful that you're not throwing the weight up, right? To find that momentum if you're there. So you're here, you're like, I'm totally going to do weight here. Everything's got to come up as one, right? So that weight's got to stay right above the head. When you come up, the weight comes up. The weight doesn't come up before you, okay? So we're going to do the first round, with you, and then you guys are going to go for your next 3 rounds, okay? All right, let's start with those surrenderers first. So like I said, weighted or unweighted, it's up to you for this one. I've got this lovely timer that's going to tell us when to start and stop. So we're going to go in 10 seconds. So finding yourself in your position, we're going to go in 3, 2, and 1. So you want to pull that leg through, coming up, and then that same leg that just came through is going to come back down, right? And then you're going to come with that left leg coming up, and then that same leg coming down. Beautiful. Nice squeeze of the glutes. Remember, you always want to stay in that low squat position, right? Try to pull through. Think about that core engaged. Good, and that nice lower down. Beautiful. That little pull through and up, and then that lower and down. Good. Try to be controlled, be mindful, right? Coming into that squat position every time. Good. And breathing while you're here. We've got under 10 to go. Good work. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, and time. Okay, duck walks are going to be our next one. So giving yourself some space. Going 3, 4 steps forward. You're going to stay low, and then 3, 4 steps back. Ready? 3, 2, and 1. So coming down low. You're going to take it 1, 2, whatever works for your space. And then when you get there, you're going to press back and come back. So the key here, draw everything in, right? You're going to keep that belly tight. You want to stay low to the ground. These aren't fast by any means. Good. You're going to keep those feet wide. You're going to keep those knees tracking the toes. Excellent. Stay low, stay low. Good job, you guys. We're coming up to our 10-second mark. Beautiful work. All right, almost there. And time. Whew, come up and out. Okay, we're gonna work some core. So down to the ground, into our hollow holds. So when you come down, I want you to lay down. You're gonna take a big breath in. You're gonna exhale. You're gonna tilt the pelvis. You're gonna take everything in, and you're gonna come into these hollow holds. So if you get a little shaky, that's okay. Keep everything nice and tight. Remember your options, hands at the chest, hands at your side. You're gonna go long to the side. You're gonna go above the head, right? You can always bring a knee in. You can alternate. Good, you can always bring both knees in, keeping yourself up off the ground with those shoulders. Whatever is working for you and your hollow hold. Good job, relax the shoulders. Stay breathing. We're almost there. And time. Beautiful. All right, here comes our broad jump. So a nice big jump forward, and then shuffle, shuffle back. Or a nice big step forward, and then shuffle, shuffle back. Okay. Either one, make sure you're coming into the squat. Ready? 3, 2, 1, here we go. Woo. And then you feel heavy. Okay. Beautiful. So if the jump isn't there, great, you're taking that big step into your squat, and then you're gonna shuffle. Now do it with your right, You're gonna take a big step with that left, and then into that shuffle. Excellent. Nicely done. All right, we're gonna for 10 seconds. Almost there. And time. Woo. Second leg exercise. Forward lunge, reverse lunge. If you can add your jump, please do so. If not, it's just alternating side to side. Ready? Here we go. So forward lunge, reverse lunge, jump. Good. Forward lunge, reverse lunge. Nice big push on that forward leg. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze those quads. If you need a little tap in the center, please take it. Remember, always eliminating the jump. And just going to that forward reverse lunge. Excellent. We're very close. And time. Okay, our exaggerated hip taps. So remember, try to lift yourself up a little bit. If putting the toes isn't working for you, you're going to take it to the knees. You still can lift those hips up a bit, or taking the knees, drop to that side, and pulling in. Drop to the side, and pulling in. Okay? Rub those toes, lift those hips up for me, drop down, pull back to the center, drop them down, pull up, back to the center. Excellent. Good, you want to engage, think about exhaling to pull up. Beautiful. All right, we're almost there. Last little bit. And time. Okay, 2 more legs with cardio, 1 more core. So our pop squats are going to be next. So remember, you want to start narrow. You're going to pop out, drop that bum down, chest stays up. Little jump up, other side. Ready? Here we go. So coming down, and a little pop, and down, little pop. Other option, just that step from side to side. If you're doing that step from side to side, keeping that chest up still, right? It's the bum that we want to drop down. That little hop in the center is like an active recovery. Excellent. Nice little pop. Nice little pop. Good job, guys. Almost there, we're under 10. Whew, there's time. Okay, froggers. You're gonna come down to the ground. So remember, we want to bring the soles of the feet together. We're gonna bring those heels in close to the bunk. Pressing those shoulders into the ground, lifting up through those glutes, and that makes it lower down. Good. Exhale as you lift. Coming all the way up. Inhale. Beautiful. Nice exhale, nice lift. Squeeze, squeeze. Almost there. Nice little lift. Nice squeeze. Almost there. Oh, and time. Excellent. All right, here comes our sit-up. So weighted or unweighted, right? You're gonna take those heels into the ground. If you've got that weight, it's gonna be at the chest. Maybe a little bit farther away from the body. Be mindful of where you're pulling from here, though. All right, here we go. So that can sit all the way up. Good, and that control all the way back down. Excellent. Nice exhale, all the way up, and then all the way back down. Perfect. Good job, you guys. Nice lift, nice pull. Good. And then control all the way down. Nicely done. We've got about 10 seconds left on the clock. Last little bit.